Class 10, Chapter 1, Real Numbers, Exercise 1.2, Question number 2. Find the LCM and HCF of the following pairs of integers and verify that the LCM into HCF is equal to the product of the two numbers. The pairs of numbers are 26 and 91, 510 and 92, 336 and 54. Let us see how we can find the HCF and LCM of these pairs of integers. If we write the pair of integers as a product of their prime factors, then the HCF will be the product of the smallest power of each common prime factor in the numbers, whereas the LCM will be the product of the greatest power of each prime factor involved in the numbers. So, let us have a look at the numbers given to us. The first pair of numbers is 26 and 91. First, we will find the prime factors of 26. The prime factors of 26 are 2 and 13. So, 26 as a product of its prime factors can be written as 2 times 13. The prime factors of 91 are 7 and 13. Therefore, 91 as a product of its prime factors can be expressed as 7 times 13. The HCF is the smallest power of each common prime factor in the two numbers. The only common factor in these two numbers is 13, and the smallest power is 13 to the power 1. Therefore, the HCF will be 13. Moving on to the LCM is the greatest power of each prime factor involved in the numbers. So, we will take all the prime factors involved in the number and multiply their smallest powers. So, the LCM would be 2 times 7 times 13, which equals 182. Now, we have to prove that the product of the HCF and the LCM is equal to the product of the two numbers. The product of the HCF and LCM will be 13 into 182, which is equal to 2366. Now, if we multiply the numbers 26 and 91, we will find that it is equal to 2366. Therefore, we have proved that the product of the HCF and LCM is equal to the product of the two numbers. Moving on to the next pair of integers, which is 510 and 92, we will first find the prime factors of 510. Its prime factors are 2, 3, 5 and 17. Therefore, 510 can be expressed as 2 into 3 into 5 into 17. For the number 92, its prime factors are 2, 2 and 23, and 92 can be expressed as 2 square into 23. We know that the HCF is the smallest power of each common prime factors in the two numbers. The common factor in the two numbers is 2, and its smallest power is 2 to the power 1. Therefore, the HCF of the two numbers will be 2 to the power 1, which is equal to 2. Moving on to the LCM is the greatest power of each prime factor involved in the numbers. So, we will take the greatest powers of all the prime factors. The greatest power of 2 is 2 square. The greatest power of 3 is 3 to the power 1, so we take 3. And similarly, the greatest power of 5 is 5. The greatest power of 17 is 17. And the greatest power of 23 is 23. On multiplying these numbers, we get 23,460. Now we need to show that the product of the HCF and LCM is equal to the product of the numbers. So, when we take the product of the HCF and LCM, which is 2 into 23,460, we get 46,920. On multiplying the two numbers 510 and 92, we will also get the same answer, which is 46,920. Now, let us move on to the next pair of integers, which is 336 and 54. The prime factors of 336 will be 2, 2, 2, 2, 3 and 7, and therefore 336 can be represented as 2 to the power 4 into 3 into 7. The prime factors of 54 are 2, 3, 3 and 3, and hence 54 can be represented as 2 into 3 cubed. The HCF is the smallest power of each common prime factors in the numbers. This time there are two common prime factors in the numbers, which is 2 and 3, and we must select the smallest powers. The smallest power of 2 is 2 to the power 1. Therefore, we take 2, and the smallest power of 3 is 3 to the power 1. Therefore, we take 3. On multiplying 2 with 3, we get the HCF as 6. Moving on to the LCM is the greatest power of each prime factor involved in the numbers. The prime factors in both these numbers are 2, 3 and 7. The greatest power of 2 is 2 to the power 4, hence we take 2 to the power 4. The greatest power of 3 in both the numbers is 3 to the power 3, and the greatest power of 7 is 7. On multiplying these, we get 3024. Now, we must show that the HCF and LCM is equal to the product of the two numbers. The product of the HCF and LCM is 6 into 3024, which gives us 18,144. When we multiply the numbers 336 and 54, we get the same answer, which is 18,144. Therefore, we have found the HCF and LCM of all the three pair of numbers, and we have also verified that the product of the HCF and LCM is equal to the product of the two numbers.